श्री महाभारत कथा। श्री महाभारत कथा। महाभारत कथा। कथा है पुरुषार्थ की, ये स्वार्थ की, परमार्थ की, सारथी जिसके बने श्री कृष्ण भारत पाथ की। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ जब सत्य सार्थक सर्वथा। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य, तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्, परित्राणाय साधूनां, विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां, धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे।
And after a terrific encounter lasting only a moment, managed by the Lord of Birds with his talons, beak and wings, he lay as dead on the fields. And the Ranger of the Skies, making the worlds dark with the dust raised by the hurricane of his wings, overwhelmed the celestials with it. And the immortals who guarded the Amrita, blinded by that dust, could no longer see Garuda. Even thus did Garuda agitate the region of the heavens. And even thus he mangled the gods with the wounds inflicted by his wings and beak. Then the god of 1,000 eyes commanded Vayu, the god of wind, saying, "Dispel thou this shower of dust soon. O Maruta, this is indeed thy task." Then the mighty Vayu soon drove away that dust. And that king of birds, of great energy, that slayer of hostile heroes, then rose on his wings. All the wise ones, the celestials, with Indra amongst them armed with double-edged broad swords, iron maces furnished with sharp spikes, pointed lances, maces, bright arrows, and many a discus of the form of the sun, saw him overhead. And the king of birds attacked them on all sides with showers of various weapons, and fought exceedingly hard without wavering for a moment. Overcome by the Lord of Birds, the Satyas with the Gandharvas fled eastwards, the Vasu with the Rudras towards the south, the Adityas towards the west, and the twin Aswins towards the north. And Garuda had encounters with the Yakshas, Aswakranda of great courage, Renuka, the bold Krathanaka, Tapana, Uluka, Swasanaka, Nimasha, Praruja, and Polina. And the son of Vinata mangled them with his wings, talons and beak, like Saiva himself, that chastiser of enemies, and the holder of Pinaka in rage at the end of the Yuga. And those Yakshas of great might and courage, mangled all over by that Ranger of the Skies, looked like masses of black clouds dropping thick showers of blood. And he saw that it was surrounded on all sides by fire, and the terrible flames of that fire covered the entire sky. The illustrious Garuda then assumed 90 times, 90 mouths, and quickly drinking the waters of many rivers with those mouths, and returning with great speed, that chastiser of enemies, having wings for his vehicle, extinguished that fire with that water, but, and extinguishing that fire, he assumed a very small form, desirous of entering into the place where the Soma was. Santi said, and that bird, assuming a golden body, bright as the rays of the sun, entered with great force the region where the Soma was, like a torrent entering the ocean. And he saw, placed near the Soma, a wheel of steel, keen-edged, and sharp as the razor, revolving incessantly. Within the line of the wheel, he beheld, stationed there for guarding the Soma, 2 great snakes of the effulgence of blazing fire, with tongues bright as the lightning flash, of great energy, with mouth emitting fire, with blazing eyes, containing a poison, very terrible, always in anger, and of great activity. He then approached the Soma without loss of time, and the mighty son of Vinata, taking up the Amrita from the place where it was kept, rose on his wings with great speed, breaking into pieces the machine that had surrounded it. And the son of Vinata then met Vishnu on his way along the sky, and Narayana was gratified at that act of self-denial on the part of Garuda, and that deity, knowing no deterioration, said unto the ranger of the skies, "Oh, I am inclined to grant thee a boon." The ranger of the skies thereupon said, "I shall stay above thee." And he again spake unto Narayana these words, "I shall be immortal and free from disease without drinking Amrita." Vishnu then asked the mighty Garuda to become his carrier. Garuda, receiving those 2 boons, told Vishnu, "I also shall grant thee a boon. Therefore, let the possessor of the 6 attributes ask of me." And he made the bird sit on the flagstaff of his car, saying, "Even thus thou shalt stay above me." And the ranger of the skies, of great speed, saying unto Narayana, "Be it so," swiftly wended on his way, mocking the wind with his fleetness. Then Garuda, the lord of birds, struck with thunderbolt, spake laughingly unto Indra engaged in the encounter, in sweet words, saying, "I shall respect the Rishi, Dadichi, of whose bone the Vajra hath been made." And having said this, the king of birds cast a feather of his, and all creatures became exceedingly glad, beholding that excellent feather of Garuda so cast off. And Purandara of 1,000 eyes, witnessing this wonderful incident, thought that bird to be some great being, and addressed him thus, "No, Tate." And Indra said, "O best of birds, I desire to know the limit of thy great strength. I also desire eternal friendship with thee." "No, indeed, I can bear on a single feather of mine, O Sakra, this earth, with her mountains and forests, and with the waters of the ocean, and with thee also stationed thereon. Know thou, my strength is such that I can bear without fatigue even all the worlds put together, with their mobile and immobile objects. It is as thou sayest. Everything is possible in thee, except now my sincere and hearty friendship. I shall not give the soma to anyone for drink, but, O thou of 1,000 eyes, after I have placed it down, thou, O Lord of the heavens, canst then, taking it up, instantly bring it away." Indra then said, "O oviparous one, I am highly gratified with these words now spoken by thee, O best of all rangers of the skies, accept from me any boon that thou desirest." Then Garuda, recollecting the sons of Kadru, and remembering also the bondage of his mother caused by an act of deception owing to the well-known reason, viz., the curse of Aruna, said, "Although I have power over all creatures, yet I shall do your bidding, all bidding. Let, O Sakra, the mighty snakes become my food." Nui, the slayer of the Danavas, having said unto him, "Be it so," then went to Hari, the god of gods, of great soul, and the lord of Yogans. And the latter sanctioned everything that had been said by Garuda. And the illustrious Lord of Heaven again said, "Unto Garuda, I shall bring away the soma when thou placest it down." Me. And the bird of fair feathers then went to the presence of his mother with great speed. And Garuda in joy then spake unto all the snakes, "Here have I brought the Amrita. Let me place it on some kusa grass. O ye snakes, sitting here, drink of it after ye have performed your ablutions and religious rites. As said by you, let my mother become, from this day, free, for I have accomplished your bidding." The snakes having said unto Garuda, "Be it so," then went to perform their ablutions. Meanwhile, Sakra, taking up the Amrita, wended back to heaven. The snakes having said unto Garuda, "Be it so," then went to perform their ablutions. Meanwhile, Sakra, taking up the Amrita, wended back to heaven. The snakes, after performing their ablutions, their daily devotions, and other sacred rites, returned in joy, desirous of drinking the Amrita. They saw that the bed of kusa grass whereon the Amrita had been placed was empty, the Amrita itself having been taken away by a counteract of deception, and they began to lick with their tongues the kusa grass, as the Amrita had been placed thereon. And the tongues of the snakes by that act became divided in twain. Then the bird of fair feathers, very much delighted, enjoyed himself in those woods accompanied by his mother. Of grand achievements and deeply reverenced by all rangers of the skies, he gratified his mother by devouring the snakes. Sanaka said, "O son of Suta, thou hast told us the reason why the snakes were cursed by their mother, and why Vinata also was cursed by her son, Yun." Saudi said, "O thou whose wealth is asceticism, from fear of being lengthy, I shall not mention the names of all the snakes, but I will recite the names of the chief ones. Listen to me." Sesha was born first, and then Vasuki. Then were born Airavata, Takshaka, Kakotaka, Dhananjaya, Kalakeya, the serpent Mani, Purana, Pinjaraka and Elapatra, Vamana, Nila, Anila, Kamila, Kalasha, Savala, Aryaka, Ugra, Kalasapataka, Suramuka, Datimuka, Vimalapindaka, Apta, Karotaka, Sank, Valizika, Nistanaka, Hemaguha, Nahusha, Pingala, Vayakarna, Hastipada, Mudgarapindaka, Kamvala Aswatara, Kaliyaka, Vrita, Samvartaka, Padma, Mahapadma, Sankamuka, Kushmandaka, Kadma, Mahapadma, Sankamuka, Karavira, Pushpadanshtraka, Vilvaka, Vilvapandara, Mushikada, Sankasiras, Purnapadra, Haridraka, Aparajita, Jyotika, Shrivaha, Kauravya, Dhritarashtra, Zankapinda, Virajas, Esuvahu, Salipinda. Thus, O best of regenerate ones, have I said the names of the principal serpents. From fear of being tedious, I do not give names of the rest. O thou whose wealth is asceticism, the sons of these snakes with their grandsons are innumerable. Reflecting upon this, I shall not name them to thee.
की है कहानी सदियों से भी पुरानी।